I'm in love with a dolly named Glendora. She works in the window of a big department store. Eyes of blue, hair like gold. Never been young, but she'll never get old. Oh, Glendora, I wanna see more of you, more of you. Oh, Glendora, oh, Glendora, oh, Glendora, I wanna see more of you. She's so shy, it's a wonder that I found her, with three big bodyguards always working round her. One just nods, two just grins, three's got a mouthful of safety pins. Oh, Glendora, I wanna see more of you, more of you. Oh, Glendora, oh, Glendora, oh, Glendora, I wanna see more of you. Well, I would do anything for her affection, but she keeps looking out in another direction. I stand left, I stand right, out of my mind 'cause I'm out of sight. Oh, Glendora, I wanna see more of you. Well, late last night at the store they did some changing, but I kept watching as they did their rearranging. She lost her wig, lost her arms. When they were through, she'd lost all her charms. Oh, Glendora, what did they do to you? What they do, what they do, what they do? Oh, Glendora, oh, Glendora, oh, Glendora, what did they do to you? What they do, what they do, what they do? Oh, Glendora, oh, Glendora, oh, Glendora, what did they do to you? Do to you? Oh, what did they do to you? Oh, Glendora, what did they do to you? Fun song, written in 1956, I think my sheet says. Let me take a real quick look here. By Ray Stanley in 1956. There's a few covers out there. The one that this one lines up with, though, is the one by Perry Como. And you can play along with this song sheet with Perry Como. But here's the deal. When you get the song sheet, it's going to look a lot different than any other song sheet I've done, because there's a lesson here that I want you to learn. Now, I've got this memorized now, so my words might not line up perfectly with the song, but it was too fun of a song not to commit to memory. But all I have on this song sheet are three chord shapes. I didn't even name them, and here's why. Because they are movable chord shapes. As you noticed, I use those same shapes going all up and down, going up the fretboard. So I was able to make transitions, change the key it was in, right? I went up a step. Now, this is not scary, okay? You know these basic chord shapes, so let's go over them really quick. And I'll give you the names that we can use to begin with, but the names don't matter because you can start at any place on your fretboard and do this. So even baritone players, I can play this on my baritone. So the key Perry Como sings it in is in C minor, but I do a C minor 7, and that's because it's a it's a one finger chord. So third fret, here's a C minor. So you can get by with a C minor 7. Now the next chord that we're going to learn is a G, and we don't have to do our old G. We're going to use our bar, and we're going to make that F shape. So if you're making an F shape like this, keeping our pointer away, we've got our F sharp, our G. Listen to this. So that's a G. So first we're barred at the third fret, then we slide it down to the second fret and make these two fingers make an F. The hardest part about bar chording or movable chords is teaching these other fingers shapes that your other fingers know to do. So you have to retrain your fingers. So we're making that F shape, barred at the second fret for our G, back up to our C sharp or C minor 7. Now the other shape is the tricky one. It's on the ukulele. It's a G sharp 7, or yeah, we'll call it that, a G sharp 7. So think about getting your pointer out of the way, and we're going to make our G7 using our middle finger on that second string 1st fret, our ring finger the 2nd string 3rd fret, and our pinky's down there on the 1st string 2nd fret. So there's our G7 without using this finger. Now if we slide it up one, we have this. That's a G♯7. Now here's one chord you can take, is if you pick up this, one association that I made recently with this shape that seems kind of tricky, is these three fingers already know how to do this for most of you players, and you know why? Because we're almost at a C diminished 7, a C dim as I call it. I leave off the 7 part. But if we play 2-3-2-3, but we pick this one up and put it as a bar now, that's our G♯7. So here's our C diminished 7. We could just slide that down, but it gets kind of clunky for our fingers, so if we bar it, it's easier. And we already have our bars for these other chords. So here's this one, 3rd fret. We're not even going to call it what we were calling it, okay? We'll call this one number 1. We'll call this one number 2. We'll call this one number 3. Got a little mud going on there. Now what's wonderful about that, and a lot of it is training this guy, he's lazy, to get into the game, but if you think about making a C diminished, and then picking up that pointer finger, swing it around and making a bar, there's the chord. So we're already there. That's the trickiest part of this whole song, this whole thing of doing this. The other part is putting your ear around where the song goes, because we're going to start out on this at this location. Now I can start out any location with this song, so if it doesn't fit my vocal range, being at that 3rd fret, start out at the 5th fret. And it would sound like this. This is where we ended up, at the 5th fret. I'm in love with a dolly named Glendora. She works in the window of a big department store. Eyes are blue, hair like gold. Never been young, but she'll never get old. Oh, Glendora, I want to see more of you. And so forth. And we just walked it up from 3 to that first change when it was I would do anything for her affection, but she keeps looking out in another direction. I stand left, I stand right, out of my mind 'cause I'm out of sight. Oh, Glendora, I want to see more of you. So now we go up to our 5th. That's how we did that. 3 simple shapes. Now that you control all 4 strings, you can do that. You can play the song anywhere. And yes, you can play it on a baritone. I've done it on my baritone, and I don't play baritone a lot. So starting out at that, to our G, our 2nd chord, back up, back down, back up, to the number 3 chord, back up. And that's pretty much it. You're in love with a dolly named Glendora. You can find her song sheet over at UkesterBrown.com, and it's called Glendora. And the fun part about this is, with my arrangement, you are able to play along with the Perry Como song on YouTube. So have fun with the song sheet. Go over to UkesterBrown.com on the song sheets button and play along with Glendora. Have a great day.